All right, we're going to go into Trigger versus Yoyo. And he's going to choose Zerg against Trigger here. So, like we mentioned, you know, he does play random, but Zerg is his best overall. So it looks like that's what he's chosen to do. Trigger is a very, very strong player. So I'm not, like, super surprised to see this out of Yoyo. You know, Trigger, like... I've mentioned it a few times. Like, if Estrella were to retire, I think Trigger would become the #1 NA player very quickly from that. Well, I guess it matters how active Scarlet is at any given time. But I think most people would agree right now Estrella is the best. And then probably Scarlet after that because Neeb retired. And then after that, it's like, there's not too much conversation about NA, right? I normally think about, like, you know, Vindicta or something. But I think, honestly, Trigger is going to... like, maybe by the end of the year, possibly be the best player in NA. He's very, very good. He's putting in the time and effort from what I've seen. He plays every single week. His games are getting better against, like, the Korean pros and stuff. Has Estrella been playing Terran, really? Tell me it's true. Yeah, Scarlet might be still... well, here is what it is. Someone in the chat saying Scarlet's still better than Trigger IMO. Well, that's why I said it just matters how much Scarlet's playing at any given time. I think Scarlet, like, practicing fully is better than Estrella still. And, she's very, very good. It just... I never really know exactly how much she's practicing at a given moment. Estrella plays Terran only on the ladder, but Protoss and turns. That's interesting. That's cool. I like to hear that. Because, like, he's, you know, I've mentioned this a lot of times. Estrella is one of the smarter pros, I think. He actually keeps a notebook of all of his thoughts like I do. Which obviously means he's smart if he does something I do, but no. Like, I think that shows that you're very serious about the game, right? And if you're willing to write down what you're thinking and kind of keep track of it and go back to it and look at it and read it, like, that really helps a lot, right? Also, just talking to him, he has, like, a different way he kind of thinks about the game, and he really considers everything. Like, you know, sometimes I give people ideas, like pro gamers in StarCraft 2. I'm like, this is what I think about this, and this is what I think pros are doing wrong or something. And sometimes they're like, you know, sometimes they'll just kind of ignore that, and sometimes they'll really think about it and be like, oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Anyways, I like that. I like that about Estrella. Anyways, Estrella's not playing here. Trigger is, and Trigger's my real boy, because Trigger is an honorable macro Protoss, which you don't get many of. You'll see, guys. I've casted, like, a fair amount of his games here in the NA Open. I try to get his games anytime he has a good one, because it's kind of fun to see the local talent rise up, right? But yeah, he generally goes for very straightforward macro plays. Just builds steadily. It's like you're watching a worse stats. It's cool. It's good stuff. So the Adept just pressuring back a little bit. Of course, he did do the hatch block, so he's going for Adept plus Oracle. I don't know how many Adepts he'll really end up going for, if he's going to try to actually harass with that or not. Second Oracle in the way, we'll probably get up to 3 on that. That's the norm. And we'll see what type of damage he can actually pull out with these Oracles, if any. You know, you always get, like, 2 drones, but the really good players somehow figure it out. All right, so second Oracle coming over. Flies this one into the natural. There's already a Spore there, so really not going to get anything. Flying over to that third again. Great drone pull. Yoyo playing really solid right now. Very good stuff. Forge and Twilight coming up after that third Nexus. Of course, he is getting that third Oracle as well. Now, this was a good tactic from Trigger, but it actually still doesn't get much. He's got 2 bruised Oracles, and he only got 2 drones right there. So while we like the tactic and we applaud the usage of it, you know, it's not the damage he was looking for. Now, a couple more gates on the way. Getting that third base up and running. 3 probes at a time right now. See what the triple Oracle can get done, if anything. This is good. I like jumping on the queens. The defense has been too good from Yoyo. I really like killing. Look at that. You kill one queen, you back up, kill the gas drones. The best harassment yet, right there. Yeah, I see someone in the chat saying this. They've seen the 3 Oracle opening a lot on ladder lately. This is incredibly popular. Incredibly popular. It's like the #1 opening PvC right now. 3 Oracle and going third base into Blink. Now, one thing that is completely rare is this +1 armor. +1 armor with Blink. What am I even looking at? That is so interesting. Now, I have seen, like, one time, I want to say, someone way back, maybe it was Rain or something, went +1 plasma shields with Blink Stalkers, and I was like, okay, I kind of get it, because you're blinking them away as their shields run out, and then by the time they get back to the front, their shields have recharged. For the most part, not all the way, of course. So the +1 plasma shields made a lot of sense to me. Here, the armor makes literally no sense to me. Because you're generally, again, generally, you know, nothing is a hard and fast rule in StarCraft. But you're generally blinking away before they get through the shields, really. That's like how you want to do it. You're, like, trying to save as much health as possible. So it doesn't feel like you get as much usage out of the +1 armor as you do out of the +1 attack. So I'm fascinated by this. I think at the end of the series, I'm going to ask Trigger what that's all about. Anyways, he continues this. And I mean, his micro's looking very good. Wow. Wow. That one stasis ward. That flank was actually a really good move from Yoyo. All right, those links are about to come out. I think you want to be very careful here. Yeah, because see, they pop out, and they're actually still in position to do a flank against you. That's a good catch up on the high ground. Okay, I think this is pretty well held, right? I think Yoyo's held him. He's got his 4th base up, but a 4th base is actually up for Trigger as well. Oh, no. Oh, Yoyo, you're in trouble, man. Well, the Blink Stalkers, I mean, they're continuing to try to pressure. But, right, it doesn't really feel like they're getting that much done. We do have charge done. Some Zealots are being warped in somewhere right now. Yeah, it looks like they were warped in over at that 4th base location. So maybe a little bit of a harassment at a different base. But it looks like a split has come off from Yoyo here. I believe a bunch of roaches came over here to catch these. Oh, it was mostly Lings. Well, the Zealots have 1-1, so they absolutely massacre these Zerglings that don't have any upgrades. It's like not even close. GG is called. All right. Very nice. Very nice game there from Trigger. Not a bad game. Mapu thinks the +1 damage... maybe he skipped +1 damage because Stalkers overkill a lot. That's a fair idea. I like that idea. What do you guys think? Any other ideas why he might be going armor? Because I do feel like plasma shields would be straight up better. Obviously, it costs like 50-50 more. How late will ladder be? Just after this tournament. Let's see. We have 3 rounds left after this one, I believe, right? After this, we do Estrella Clem, then Clem Solar, then Clem Beyond, most likely. So 3 rounds after this one. We'll definitely be on the ladder. It'll happen. All right. Yeah, so we're on Babylon. Bottom right there, we have Yoyo. Once again, choosing Zerg. Top left, we have Trigger. Maybe you wanted to pressure too much and thought shields wouldn't regen as much. Yeah, it's possible. It's possible. The thing is, about that +1 armor, whatever it is, when you make a decision like that, there is a reason in your head as a player why you do it. And we can theorize and think of all the reasons why it might be good. And that could be what he's thinking, but we don't know what he's thinking. What matters to me is what his actual thought is on it. Like I like making the guesses and listening to what you guys have to say about like what you think, like why he's getting that +1 armor. But the most interesting thing will be like, why do you, a very strong player, do this thing that no one else does? And then to get that perspective, I think that's really cool. Well, I've already asked Mapu. Mapu's gonna ask him once the series is over. Not gonna bother him in between games, but like if he wins here, Mapu will ask, and we'll try to get the answer. Yeah, guys, what do you think? Yeah, shut up. I'm just gonna ask Trigger. Doesn't matter what you think. All right. So, yeah, a little bit of a mineral patch harassment. I wonder if this has, like, a legit name. Like, if the pros call this something. Mineral blocking or something. Anyways, looks like pretty standard here so far. We'll see as that Cybernetic score finishes up. I'd imagine that Trigger is just going to go for... Oh, Stalker and Warp Gate. Okay, never mind, never mind. So Stalker, Warp Gate. He wants to snipe that Overlord, and it seems like he's going to be able to. The Overlord's waiting there, just assuming it's going to be an Adept. And now he's like, wait a minute, no Adept? No Adept? Or is he like that? He only moved it like a fraction of an inch. You have to be wondering where the Adept is now. So now he's just going to lose the Overlord for free, isn't he? Damn, dude. That's painful. Anyways, it's a Twilight coming up very, very quickly. I think, yeah, let those by. Kill the Overlord. Overlord's worth so much more. Let the Ling scout you. It's fine. The thing is, as soon as you see this, you already know that this is not like a Stargate opener. That would be the weirdest thing in the world to go Stalker, Warpgate, Stargate. Like, what does that even do? It doesn't make sense. Alright, so it has to get those probes back onto the gas there. Kind of messed up setting them back after the Lightling harassment. Blink is on the way. And there is the Robo. Almost looks like a PVT build right now. So is this just going to be a massive blink all in? Okay, so 4-gate blink prism, which is basically a PVT build. Huh. Okay, a couple more gates. So we're going up to 6-gate now. 6-gate blink, observer. Obviously a prism is going to be next. Feels like kind of an old build, but here's what I really don't like. This doesn't look or feel very optimized. I don't know. There's something about this build Like getting the observer out. You know, the gates were stifled a little bit, but that part could be optimized. Huh. All right, now he knows that it is Blink Stalkers. And now it's going to begin. The Observer obviously here does do some real good. Picking off some 3-tumors is pretty amazing. I feel like I would have picked off that top tumor really quickly too, just to get the creep out of here. Would love to see it picked off. We'll see though. Now that he's battling, he does have to be careful about that. Can't just be targeting creep tumors because you want to. Yeah, picking off units as quickly as is possible right now. Good micro here from Trigger. Oh, catches that observer with the spore. That was a nice spore move up for sure. Okay, roach count's getting pretty small right now. This is actually starting to look very, very scary. Oh my god. Look at the units lost, man. 10 times. 10 times as efficient from Striker. I heard that Max Packs beat Hero Marine without losing a single Blink Stalker the other day. It gets pretty crazy when people get really good at this. Yeah, I think Trigger is actually just about to win this game. He's about to break his back. There's just not enough left. So some very good micro here from Trigger. GG. All right. There it is.